Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go. Right, all right, all right. Good morning. If it's morning to you, because it's Monday morning to me, and you know what that means, it is Countertop Politics, 5 minutes every Monday of campaign insight, political innuendo, and the secret sauce to winning campaigns. I am David Washington, of course, the CEO and founder of J.M. Washington LLC, Political Innovators here in Central Florida. All right, so let's get to it. And so I want to talk about the Florida primary. It ended a couple of weeks ago. And I don't get really all worked up about the numbers until the numbers are finalized for the most part. My clients come to me after the election, in this particular situation, the primary. And so whether they're moving forward to the general election or they've been elected, or unfortunately, if they lost, I like to sit down with my clients and do a post-mortem of the campaign, particularly of those who have been elected and those who lost, particularly the ones who lost, because I like to dissect what went right, what went wrong, and why did they not listen to me? And some of these candidates are clients are the on the official ledger. I use that in air quotes, and then there are some on the unofficial ledger. Those are the ones that I may or may not have a public financial fiduciary relationship with. However, I'm still involved in their campaigns. And by far, by far, there are a lot more of those unofficial campaigns that I work with, not just here in Central Florida, but across the United States, mostly between here, New Jersey, New York, Illinois, a little bit in Michigan for this cycle. But anyway, in this postmortem, one of the things I really want to focus on is the undervote and the overvote. And I said undervote first because that's really important. But let's talk about the overvote and undervote and go into a little bit more details with the um, undervote. Let's go with overvote. By definition, here in Florida, when a voter marks or designates more names than there are persons to be elected to an office, or designates more than one person to a ballot question, and the tabulator records no vote for the office or question. That's Florida statutes 97.021 subsection 25 as of this writing. Separately, an undervote occurs when a voter does not properly designate any choice for an office or ballot question, and the tabulator records no vote for the office or question. Florida statute 97.021, subsection 39. So, in essence, I'm not going to, get into what makes up a overvote or undervote in this particular lesson. But in essence, what it's saying is, with when a ballot that indicates the decision to vote for both candidates in a two-candidate race is an overvote ballot. Equally, a ballot that does not evince a choice of at least one candidate is a undervote ballot. And I want to thank the Brian Silber. He is an attorney in South Florida for this information. So thank you, Attorney Brian Silber. So in essence, what I want to talk about very briefly is that undervote. I zero in on the undervote when I look at the numbers, the analytics of a particular campaign. You have turnout. You have, of course, the number of votes a candidate received for a particular election. However, I want to know how many people actually voted overall versus voted for that particular contest. It gauges for future reference how one, people were engaged in that particular election, like judicial office, how important it was to people, in essence. Were people paying attention to these judicial elections or any other particular election? It also lets me know, as I look at all the numbers, turnout, precinct level turnout, where people were engaged, where people came out more in one particular precinct versus another. So, looking at the undervote, the overvote is very important in your post election analysis. And again, getting down to that precinct level data is phenomenal. And I want to thank my former strategist, who I still lean on, Philip Toledo, who has helped me, visualize these numbers in the past. And I want to also thank Jim Callahan of Callahan Data Science here in Central Florida. Jim was the very first person when I started Myers in Washington. Jim was the very first person I hired that I wanted on contract with my first political consulting firm here in Central Florida, because Jim is fantastic in data analysis. And I knew back then in 2016, as I know right now, data is king. So, on that note, everyone, I just want to thank you all for, continue to tune in and, listen and watch Countertop Politics, and also our other podcast, our flagship podcast, You Can't Make This Shit Up, The David Washington Show. And I want to let you guys know we have a new, yes, a new limited series with my dear friend and my Puerto Rican political godfather, Jimmy Afont. I mean, we are doing a deep dive. Well, we should record the pre-production and post-production conversations, because we get even more candid, but we are doing a deep dive, very candid, on the nose analysis of politics here in Central Florida, particularly from the Democrat liberal side, because we're both Democrats. I'm a Chicago Democrat. He's a liberal. Jimmy has been involved in local and state Florida Democratic Party politics. So we know what the fuck we're talking about, right? Okay. So again, please tune in, like, share, hit the notification button, and please, please, please comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say, whether it's accolades or you want to say some things that, like, hey David, I think you're way off on this. Please, I love the conversation. I love the comment. Time is sacred, so keep it succinct, to the point, and leave your feelings out of it. Okay? So again, bring your comments, like, share, help the algorithm out, spread the word across all of our platforms: TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Am I missing one? Yes, I'm missing X. Okay, I'm going too long. This is way more than the 5 minutes of campaign insight, political innuendo, and of course, the secret sauce to winning campaigns. We'll see you the next time. I'm David Washington. This is the David Washington Show. You like my t-shirt? Thank you to the anonymous donor who took our thumbnail for the David Washington Show and provided me with this t-shirt. Very cool. I like it. I will be wearing it before my fiance grabs it and it's her new night shirt, okay? We'll talk to you next time. Bye. Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go.